Shalom Israel. First, I'm going to start by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders, apostles, and bishops of GMS Great Millstone who rule well, teach, and edify. And peace and blessings into you, sincere Akim and Akwat in this house of the faith. My name is Yeshaya from the GMS Arizona Church. Yahweh Ratazah, going to make an edifying video. Going into this bullshit I just seen here on the YouTube. I was just scrolling through it. And you know, this is just, disturbing through the spirit, man. And this is evidence of why you cannot be, another reason why you cannot be friends with these niggas in the world. Okay, you don't gotta watch any more of that bullshit, but you get the point. You know, you got this fucking Jake eating a fucking raccoon raw. Okay? And that just goes to show why, you can't be equally matched up to this world, bro. These motherfuckers got demons on them, bro. Being friends with these people could put demons on you. Right? In these last days, bro, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. All right, but those that are sincere and fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, your brethren, your family. All right, Yahushai turned around and said, and this is my family, and this is those that do the will of my Father. Okay? Not these niggas. Okay, we a lot of bros got friends in the world, man. I had friends in the world when I first came into the truth. Right? And after a while, you see the Lord kind of remove them from you, or you remove you from them, to be honest. All right, and those relationships dwindle. And that's for the betterment of you, because you can't be in that realm anymore. These jakes got demons on them, and they're too spiritually, young and infinite to be able to fight off against them. Niggas got tattoos on them, and that guy in that video, he would just look like a regular nigga in the street, man. He would just look like a regular ass guy. Got a couple tattoos. If this nigga wear a shirt and a quarter zip, he just look like some regular ass person, bro. And those be the same motherfuckers trying to be like, hey, what's up, man? You can't let everybody in, man. All right, can a friend be known in prosperity? A lot of these motherfuckers is hangout guys. They want to be around you because they like the spirit of Yahweh Hashem. They kind of drawn to that light. A lot of people are drawn to that light. You come into this truth, man. Sometimes people are just drawn to you by that spirit of the Lord. But people are a lot of the times unwilling to submit to the Lord. Okay, and their demons is too strong against them. But getting into the precepts, it says Amos 3 and verse 3 says, can two walk together except they be agreed? Will a lion roar in the forest when he had no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he had taken nothing? All right, but can two walk together lest they be agreed? All right, we are two different kinds of people. As they were saying in the world, we are cut from a different cloth. Okay? And that's probably still Jake. Okay, but the 2/3, they got to die because what are they? They're that degenerate seed. In Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, and 21st verse, says, yet I planted thee a noble vine. All right, because the nation of Israel is a noble vine. Okay, the Lord is that vine, and he planted, Israel. Says, holy, a right seed. All right, then thou art turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me. Okay, because they got mixed in with all these strange gods. They got mixed in with all these fucking demons. I was even at work today, stopped by at this, this Issachar shop, this body shop for a vehicle. And Issachar is like infatuated with death. La Santa Muerte, Dia de los Muertas, like all that fucking bullshit that they in, man. They're infatuated with death and dying. They got fucking demons just all wrapped around them, and they don't want to break out of it. That stiff-necked people, that backsliding nation. Okay, and that's why it's important to keep a good fucking distance away from these people, man. You don't want to let these people in. You let these people into your fucking house, man. You drink with them, you eat with them, you let them into your crib, bro. Soon enough, they're gonna be committing adultery with your wife. Shit, a nigga like this, he probably gonna be eating your fucking house cat. Don't be letting these people in your lives, man. You know, we really accept those that are in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We rock solo dolo in this truth. We don't need these fucking worldly relationships, man. Because the demons on these niggas is about to wake up. All right, and the kingdom will have that when we'll all be at peace under righteous rulership, when we're changed. But for now, we got to keep a good distance away from these niggas, man. All right, because their wickedness even compassed about the nations round about, as it says in Jeremiah, this is the 5th chapter. It's not it. Yeah, Jeremiah 5:25, it says, your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholded good things from you. And Jacob is in such a fucked up state under these curses. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as they had, as he that setteth snares, that set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Their houses are full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxen fat. They shine. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. You know, Esau being that ultimate nigga, bro. These Jakes be, fucking up a lot too, man. You know, you try to become friends with a Jake, man. Soon enough, you're going to see your TV missing. You're going to see your car jacked. You're going to see your fucking woman probably snatched up. These niggas got demons on them, bro. Don't fucking let them in, bro. Don't be breaking bread with these niggas. It says they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. They don't give a fuck. Essentially, they don't care. They don't give a rat's ass over what they do and who it affects. Jake go through the world thinking that they some type of savage. The savage mentality. It was big back in like 2016, 2015. Savage. You don't give a fuck about anything or anybody. You just do your own thing and go about your own way. Because they think they big Mr. Big Billy Badass. They Bobby, bitch. That's who they think they are, okay? You can't be fucking going around with these brutish ass niggas. We're sheep. These motherfuckers are wannabe wolves, bro. They want to be thugs. They want to be this. They want to be that. They don't want to be right. They want to be everything but right. Romans 1:32 says, knowing the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do it. Right? And that goes in, this is going into Sodom and Gomorrah, but this also applies to mankind. And also you 2/3 niggas, man. Y'all are just brute beasts. Matter of fact, that'd be a good one to grab as well. It's 2 Peter 2 and I'm gonna go straight to 12. It says, but these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speaking evil of the things that they understand not. And they always got something to say against the truth too. These jakes might be cool with you because bros in this faith you have a certain shine about you. You're illuminated through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, through the these laws, statutes, commandments, right? In the spirit of the Lord dwelling within you. Okay, and they drawn to that. Say you, in bros, they got that salt. Just in the way they walk. You wearing a regular fit, but that fit just look good on you because you got that salt from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. People are drawn to that, but once that truth come out, once Yahweh Shem Yahushai come out, you're going to see quickly, the nature of these niggas. It says, speaking evil of the things that they don't understand. They don't understand this truth. They don't even understand the ways that you walk. You can't fucking dwell with them, man. All right? They like little fucking, gremlins in the spirit, man. It says, and shall not perish in their own, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. And that's the route that they're headed towards. Okay, you can't be sitting there fucking messing around with them. Proverbs, the 2nd chapter, goes into that, actually. 2nd chapter, and we'll start at the 12th verse. It says, to deliver thee from the way of evil men. We'll start there. It says, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, because the Lord will keep you on the right track. It says, who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the way of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in forwardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked and they are forward in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger that falleth in her words, who forsake the guide of her youth and forget the covenant of her power. All right? So these people, going into these people's wickedness. And Proverbs, the 2nd chapter, in the 8th verse, I should start it up a bit. He says, he that keep the path of judgment and preserveth the ways of his saints, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. Every good path. All right? We're not here to fucking walk in line with wickedness and with these fucking devils out here, man. All right, these people, they 2/3 be bugged the fuck out, and that includes all tribes, even the northern tribe, bro. You think Northern Kingdom don't be fucked up? Gad be all the way fucked up, bro. Gad got all types of demons on them. They be having some Moab spirits on them. They be having some wannabe thug gangbangers. They be all up in the sorceries and wickedness and witchcraft. They all up in that bullshit, man. But it says, Proverbs 1 and 10, it says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. All right, don't even be fucking, being around these niggas like that, man. Leave them alone. It says, if they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. And that's what a lot of these niggas like to do, man. They just like to cause destruction for no reason. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole, and those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. And these niggas be robbing, murdering. They be doing the most. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot. And that word refrain, one of the definitions of it is it goes into the breakdown into bridle. And bridle is like how you bridle a horse. To actually take control of the horse. Okay? So take control of thy foot, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And don't fucking walk that path. Right? Walk the path, right, to life everlasting. All right, these motherfuckers, man, they walk that path in hope for wide, but they won't get it. We walk the straight and narrow and hope for wide. All right, they out there gonna just hope for all that's gonna happen for them afterwards is death. That's where they walking towards. That's their trajectory. Even in the world, they tell you that. Don't be hanging around the gangbangers. Don't be hanging around the fucking, the people that aren't in your class. In the means of like people that go to wrong, drugs, all that bullshit. And even when you come into this truth, you can't even hang around regular niggas either. Fuck them all. If they in the world, they in the world. And niggas, that's where they gonna be. Okay? And that's where you leave them, in the world. All right? And if it's a hard pill for you to swallow, man, may the Lord have mercy upon your heart that you may make the right decision to do the right thing, regardless of how you feel. But, yeah, I think I want to give one more precept. So Sirach 22 and 13, it says, talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou be troubled, And thou shalt never be defiled with his foolery. Because you can get defiled with these niggas' bullshit if you fucking be around them too much. Them spirits will hop on you too. And don't think that you too powerful for these demons to not overtake you, man. These demons are strong, bro. It's the spirit of the Lord that keeps them off of you. All right, so stay in that spirit, stay, in that brotherhood. It says, depart from him, and thou shalt find rest and never be disquieted with madness. It is what is heavier than lead, and what is the name thereof but a fool? Sand and salt and a mass of iron is easier to bear than a man without understanding. So sand, salt. Imagine holding that. Sand, salt, and a mass of iron. Imagine holding that all together. So that's easier to bear than a man without understanding. So, hey, man, I pray this lesson was edifying. When I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahshua, by Hashem, Shalom.